The gharial. The gharial is also known as gavial or fish-eating crocodile. It is a crocodilian in the family of Gavialidae and among the largest of all living crocodilians. Mature females are 2.6 to 4.5 meter long and male 3.66 to 6 meter long. Adult male have distinct bars at the end of the snout, which resembles an earthenware of pot known as ghara, hence the name gharial. The gharial is well adapted to catching fish because of its long, thin snout and 110 sharp interlocking teeth. Feeding and ecology. The gharial is well adapted to hunting fish underwater because of its sharp interlocking teeth and the long, narrow snout, which meets little resistance in the water. It does not chew its prey, but swallow it whole. Juvenile gharials were observed to jerk their heads back to maneuver fish into their gullets, siding them in head first. Young gharial feed on insects, small fish and frogs. Adults also feed on small crustaceans. Remains of Indian soft-shell turtle were also found in gharial stomach. Gharial tear apart large fish and pick up and swallow stones as gastrolysis, probably to aid digestion or regulate buoyancy. Some gharial stomach also contain jewelry. Stones weighing about 4.5 kilograms were found in a gharial stomach that was sewed in a Narmada River 1910. Behavior and ecology. The gharial is most probably aquatic crocodilian. It leaves the water only for basking on river banks. Being cold-blooded, it seeks to cool down during hot times and to warm up when ambient temperature is cool. Gharials bask daily in the cold season, foremost in the mornings, and prefer sandy and moist beaches. They change their basking pattern with increasing daily temperature. They start basking early in the mornings, move back into the river when it is hot, and return to the beach later in the afternoon. Groups comprising an adult male, several males, and sub-adults have been observed to bask together. Adult male dominate groups and tolerate immature males. Large group of young and sub-adult adult gharials form in December and January to bask. Adult males and female associate by mid-February. The gharial starts riverine habitat with mugger crocodile. In parts of its range, they use the same nesting grounds but differs in the selection of basking sites. The gharial basks close to the water on shallow, sandy beaches and lay eggs only in the sandy soil near water. The mugger crocodiles also bask on sandy beaches, but unlike the gharial, climbs steep embankments and rocks and moves further away from beaches for both basking and nest, including snake, turtle, bird. Are they crocodiles? Are they alligators? Are they dinosaurs? Well, gharials are none of these things. Gharials are most closely related to crocodiles, as are their closest relatives. However, gharials are the only species in the Gavialian family and sit on their own long branch of the crocodilian tree of life, which split from all other crocodilians perhaps more than 40 million years ago. Gharials are highly specialized predators, and although their snout might appear odd to us, it is perfectly adapted to capture the gharial's favorite food, fish. When male gharial reach sexually maturity, they develop a bulbous, freshly growth on the tip of their snout. It is from this ghara, Hindi word for a type of fruit pod, that gharial came to have their name. Gharials are none of the biggest species of crocodilian. Male gharials can reach up to 6 meters in length, though they typically reach around 4 meters long. Gharials are perhaps the most dedicated parents of all reptiles. Females lay eggs in last of nets close together and guard them from the river. When the egg hatch, all of the hatchlings join together to form a large creature. The female and male then guard these creatures from predators in the water and other banks of the river. At the first sign of a danger, hatchlings will rush to the safety of the nearest adult, often clambering into their heads for protection. Gharials might be incredibly protective parents, but they are not typically a danger to humans. Gharials are very shy and will typically hide from humans. However, there is a species of crocodile which shares the river with gharials, the mugger crocodile, which does occasionally attacks humans. Gharials were once widespread across South Asia from Pakistan to Myanmar. However, they now survive in several small, fragmented and aging populations in northern India and Nepal. Sadly, gharials are listed as critically endangered by the IUCN Red List. This is one step from the species become extinct in the wild. The Zoological Society of London Edge of Extinction program has identified the gharial as one of the world's most evolutionarily distinct and globally endangered reptiles. This means gharial are none of the most unique and threatened species on the planet, and their extinction would mean there is nothing like them left on Earth. The damming and diversion of the rivers on which they depend threatens their habitats. The illegal extraction of sand from the riverbanks is destroying their nesting habitats. The depletion of fish numbers due to overfishing by humans is major threat, and the gharials often died after being caught in fishing nets. The best current estimates suggest there are around 650 wild adult gharials left on Earth. This constitutes an approximate population decline of 98% in less than a century. In India, gharials are present in Sun River, Girva River, the Ganges, Mahanati River, and the Chambal River. Mammals and the animals.